Hi, this is Dr. Neil Kobrin, founder and president of the Academy of Mindful Psychology and author of my recent book, Emotional Well-Being, Embracing the Gift of Life. To find out more about that, just check out my website, www.emotionalwellbeingbook.com. Don't forget the book. All right, today I want to talk about the concept of attachment and non-attachment. It's a fundamental Buddhist principle, actually, and basically talks about the fact that we are so attached to things that that's what really creates the suffering that we experience in our lives. And I want to do so by way of a story. It's a story about a farmer. A farmer is very, very poor. He has one son, one horse, and that's it. Well, one day, his horse disappears. I don't know, a storm came up, the gate was blown off. Anyhow, the horse is gone. And that was such a fundamental element of his wealth, his horse. And his neighbors found out about this, and all the neighbors came to the farmer and said, "Oh, this is horrible. This is such a bad thing that's happened. We're so sorry for you." And the farmer looked at the neighbors and he said, "Maybe." And the neighbors left. Well, the next day, the son decided that he was going to go off and see if he could find the horse. And later on that afternoon, a thunderous roar was heard by the farmer as he looked and saw his son approaching, not with one horse, but with 4 horses. He had come across this good fortune of this small herd of horses, drove them back to the farm. Well, the neighbors found out about this, and they were really rejoicing and happy and came to visit the farmer, and they said, "Such good fortune, this is such a great thing that happened to you." And the farmer looked and said, "Maybe." Well, the next day, the son decided he better tame these horses. He's got to break the horses in order to be able to use them. So he got up upon one of the horses and boom, went flying off, busted up his leg. Really bad. Had to drag him off into, lie down in bed. Well, the neighbors found out about this and they came to the farmer and said, "Oh my goodness, this is terrible news. Horrible that your son, your only worker, has a broken leg. This is horrible." And the farmer looked and said, "Maybe." Well, soon came to pass a terrible war the government had waged on a neighboring tribe or neighboring country. And they decided to round up every able body to basically fight for them. But they found out that the farmer's son, who was certainly eligible to fight, had a broken leg. Well, he was not going to be any good for the army, so they decided that they would leave him be. Well, the neighbors found out about this, and the fact that his son would be spared for having to go to war and maybe risk his life. And they came with great joy in their hearts and went to the farmer and said, "This is great news. Your son is safe." And the farmer looked and said, "Maybe." That's it. That's the story. As I say often, just think about it, but I'll give you a little tidbit. We never know. We never know. We may assume when something occurs, we never know. But think about it. Thanks. This is Dr. Neil signing out. www.emotionalwellbeingbook.com. Read my book, enjoy it. Thanks. See you next time.